night for it. It's a good night for it on Fridays. Good night on Fridays. All right, guys. So, agenda for tonight. Once again, we're gonna be hanging out in IRL. I'm going to do something I call My Twitch Journey. My Twitch Journey is a weekly documentation of my Twitch stats every single week, breaking down everything, get an idea of where we stand on the channel. Typically, I record these for YouTube, but since I haven't had time to do one this week and I won't have time, we're just going to do one live. So I know many of you in here hang out. Many of you that hang out in here stream yourselves. And you know, I think it's kind of cool and beneficial for new people who are looking for somebody who's also brand new to Twitch and has had a little bit of success on the channel to speak of up to this point. You might find something of value out of it. In any case, we're going to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It won't take too long. Won't take very long at all. So thank you all for being here so much. Bad jokes night. Yeah. Binged all the Defenders episodes today. Feels lonely, man. How is that? I'm waiting for Daredevil season 2. I'm not really into any of the other Marvel shows, though. But yeah. All right, guys. So, what I typically like to do. So, what's the news about Valve cosplay? None. None. No news. Can I link you a clip? You absolutely can, Possessed. Sure, I'll get to it in a few minutes here, my friend. So typically what I like to do is as follows. I'll go through Social Blade. I'll kind of talk a little bit about, you know, where we were last time we stood versus where we are this week. I'll go through Nightbot, take a look at our chat stats, and then I will go through our actual Twitch stats. You know, kind of picking out anything that stands out. Or season 3, yeah, sorry, John. I watched season 2 was out already. Yeah, season 3. So I'll typically start with Social Blade, go into Nightbot, and then go into my stats, taking a look at, you know, the past 7 days as well as the past 30 days, and kind of picking out things that stand out. So this is something I do every single week for the YouTube channel. Some of you really seem to enjoy it. I haven't done one this week because I've been so busy, so I figured tonight is as good as any to you know, to just get it knocked out, and then I can just throw it on the YouTube channel later. So I created my Twitch channel actually on June 5th of this year. So we're actually about 2.5 months on Twitch right now, but we've only done 56 streams. So we've been streaming on Twitch almost 2 months, but we've been on Twitch for over 2 months. And of course, the explanation for that discrepancy is I don't stream every single day, right? I stream like 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Sometimes I miss days here and there. So we haven't been able to stream every single day up to this point, but we've streamed most days. So we've been on Twitch for about 2.5 months, and we started completely from scratch. Social Blade has us at 272 followers right now, which is really exciting. I think the last time we did this video, I want to say we were maybe, if not at 200, I think under 200. So in the past week alone, we've gained over about 70 followers, at least according to Social Blade. And Social Blade kind of keeps track of followers a little bit different than Twitch itself does, and you'll see what I mean by that in a little bit here. Whatever this grade is, I'm not exactly sure. But if you have started, if you're familiar with Social Blade at all, and you check this, you'll notice that a lot of the times, at least for me, you start off at, I think, at like a D+. I want to say a D+ for your Social Blade grade. I'm not sure what they base that off of. I could guess, and if I had to guess, I would probably say like trends in viewership, trends in followers, trends in chat activity, that sort of thing. So we started at a D+ way back in the day. Way back in the day, we were at a D+, and then we've slowly but surely every single week have gone up since then. So we're actually sitting at a C now, which is exciting. We are over 1,000 channel views, which is really cool. So it's one of the reasons why I like doing this so much is because it kind of shows how far we've come. You know what I mean? Since the beginning, you know, it's just kind of cool to document everything and see that, you know, at one point we had single digit followers. Now we're at triple digits. You know what I mean? Are you able to see other people's grades? You could type up whoever you want in the search bar up here. If they're not, that you have to type in their Twitch username. If they're not in Social Blade already, it will add them to the database in Social Blade, and then you can look at their stats. Yeah, often I look at a lot of people's, you know, a lot of different people's stats just to get an idea of people that may have started around the same time as me and kind of compare myself to them. I know I have a pretty hard, fast rule that you shouldn't compare yourself to others, but I can't help it sometimes, so I do it anyways. So one of the things Social Blade does too is track your Twitch followers and kind of project out your Twitch followers and your Twitch views. So I know the very beginning when we started this, our very first video, this was projecting us at 5,000 followers by the end of 5 years, assuming we keep on the same pace we're on now. Now we're at 11,000, which is pretty cool, and then 30,000 channel views. One of the things I always say with regards to Social Blade is that I don't put too much stock in what Social Blade says, and the reason why I don't do that right now is because we've only been doing this for 2 months, right? I think you have to be doing this much longer than that, maybe 3 to 6 months regularly, like having, and I'm not talking about like 3 months like I just stream on random days and random games. I'm talking, you know, probably like 3 to 6 months of like your solid routine, right? Figuring out what games you play, when you play those games, what days you stream, how long you stream, right? Because if you're just streaming on random days, streaming random games, there's no real rhyme or reason to what you're doing. Social Blade probably isn't going to help you out very much, because the whole point of looking at Social Blade, at least for me, is seeing the trends that are developing, and you can't see the trends develop if you're just doing random things, right? So that's one of the reasons why I think Social Blade's a pretty valuable tool, but I kind of take what it says with a grain of salt here, because we've only been doing this for about 2 months now, and you know, I feel like we're getting there with our routine, but we're not 100%. I'm not 100% there yet. You mind searching me? Sure, why not? So I've never used this tool before, but it looks like it's comparing our follows. So I'm the red line, it looks like, and then you're the blue line, right? So by, you know, so this is our, it looks like this is our trend line over the past couple months of followers. And then it's just kind of a side-by-side comparison, it looks like. So daily averages, we had a huge spike, I think, on this day. We had another huge spike on this day. Oh my god, that was loud. Sorry about that. Really loud. What's up, Pizza? Good to see you tonight. Any of you all have Halo Guardians iDisc? I do not, Ruben. I apologize. I do not. And this looks like our future predictions here. So it looks like it just is concerned with followers, right? Oh no, here's views too. Okay. The views were actually somewhat even, right? At least in this area right here. Daily follows again. Future predictions. So I don't put a ton of stock into Social Blade, but it's a decent tool to have if you have you know, your routine down, if you have a good idea of what your routine's going to be, so that way those trends can really start to take shape. So this, however, is the be-all end-all for my channel. This is the be-all end-all for my channel, my chat activity. I believe if you're going to stream, of course you don't, Halo's only on Xbox, but I have Xbox, Ruben. I have Xbox. I have Halo 5 on Xbox. I have Gears of War 4 on Xbox. This is the be-all end-all for my channel, is Nightbot. From day one, I said that I would focus as much as I can on chat interaction, chat activity. One of the reasons why I like Nightbot so much, oh, Halo 5 Guardians is Halo 5? Oh, of course. I haven't played it in so long. Then yeah, I guess I do have it. Ruben. You have Xbox One? Yep, sure do. Don't play it a lot, but I do. So chat interaction for me is king. And we've been so lucky to have such an active community in our stream. People are very, very talkative, and there's a few benefits to that. There's a couple major benefits to having a community that doesn't just sit back and lurk, right? Obviously, one of those benefits is they're going to stay longer, right? If you're in a stream and nobody's talking and the streamer isn't saying anything, you're probably not going to be very likely to stay very long. Flip that if you go into a stream and there's a bunch of people talking and the streamer's talking with them and there's that chat, you know, back and forth interaction going on. There's a few huge benefits to that. Number one, you're going to come in and you're going to see a conversation taking place that you're going to be more likely to want to be a part of, right? So I come into a brand new stream. I've never been in here before. Everybody's talking about pizza. Just to throw out a random example, their favorite kinds of pizza. At some point, at least for me personally, I'm going to come out and contribute to that conversation and say, hey, you know, I like this type of pizza, or, oh, that type of pizza's gross. How could you eat that? That's disgusting. You're a terrible person. So when a conversation is going on in your channel, new people are more likely going to be able to come in and stay because they're going to want to participate in that conversation. And it's like a domino effect. So conversations going on, I come in, I want to be a part of that conversation. Now when somebody else is coming in, they're going to be more likely to want to be a part of that conversation too, and then the next person, and then the next person, etc., etc. And I think that's I think that is the biggest reason why we've been successful on the channel so far, and the numbers don't lie. You're damn right they're talking about pizza. Yeah, they're always talking about you. I'd fuck a pizza. That's an interesting way of looking at it. Possessed pizza. Yeah, like pizza, like Bearcat is eating right now, margarita pizza, which I like. So Nightbot tracks all the messages sent. One thing with Nightbot, however, is their days seem to be off. For instance, today is the 18th. It says there have already been 662 messages sent in the chat. Obviously, that's not the case because I just started streaming now. So if you're going to look at this, what's up, Darkness? Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? It's good to see you in here. So one of the things I would say to keep in mind if you're using Nightbot to track your chat interaction is that the days do seem to be off. Obviously, 662 messages haven't been sent already tonight because we literally just started streaming like 20 minutes ago. It looks like it's a day behind, or it looks like it's a day ahead, rather. So we streamed yesterday, 8/17, and it took our message total and applied some of that to 8/18. So it looks like Nightbot's a day ahead. But we've had over 500,000 messages sent in the chat, which is really exciting, and I think that's a huge reason as to why we've been successful so far. So I would recommend for new streamers out there, if you're going to focus on one thing and one thing only, I would put all of your time and effort into chat interaction. If you don't have anybody in your channel, doesn't matter. Talk like 100 people are watching. Talk about whatever's on your mind as if somebody's right there next to you, and then eventually you're going to say something that somebody wants to respond to, and eventually you're going to that person is going to want to come back because they had fun with the conversation that they were having when they were in there last time, right? I think Ruben told me to read a message. Hi, Perrin, could you game share it with me? My sister won't game share it with me because she thinks it will mess her account up. What's game share, Ruben? I don't know what that is. What is my chat count up to? This is just over the last week, you guys. So Latte, actually Ruben is right on your heels there. Latte. Latte sent 737 messages over the past week. Ruben sent 733, and then you see Samurai and Pizza and John and Kiyoshi. Possessed is on there. So it's just a really great way of tracking who is talking in your channel, figuring out, you know, the people who talk the most versus the people who don't quite talk as much. But it's nice to see a lot of different names on this list, and I would say, once again, if you're going to focus on one thing and one thing only, and I feel like you shouldn't. I feel like this is what you should do anyways. I'm gonna go. I don't like watching this stream. All right, Darkness. See you later. Thanks for stopping by. Gabe shares like logging into someone other's account and then doing things in the settings. Interesting. You sign into my account, make it my home Xbox, and I can play the games you have. I don't think so. I don't think so, Ruben. That sounds like that would be kind of I don't know. I feel weird about sharing my account with people. You know what I mean? Talk like 100 people are watching. Why should I talk nervous, Kappa? Right. But the only bad thing is sign into the other's account. Yeah, I have a lot of like, I have credit card information and stuff in there, Ruben. So I'm going to have to pass on that. I'm going to have to pass on that, dude. Sorry about that. I mean, there's like a lot of personal information in there that I wouldn't really wouldn't really be too comfortable giving out. Okay, I'll go jump off a cliff now. Bye. Don't do that. Don't do that. So yeah, chat interaction's key. Focus on that. You're gonna do a good job. You're gonna have a good time. So over the last 7 days, we are averaging 11 viewers a stream. We had an absolutely seismic nuclear day on Monday. We averaged 22 viewers. We had 28 in there, but I know that I saw at least 30 in there at one point. It was very, very brief, but I did see 30 in there. 63 new follows, and then you can see kind of like your trends here. So it looks like our most popular hour is 8 o'clock for most of our streams. So if I go recent stream, and then I look at our peak times, it looks like most of them are around 8 o'clock. So that one's 8:50. That one's 8:35. This one looks like it's 7:10. So a little bit earlier on Wednesdays. 8:25 again. 8:20. 8:15. So it looks like we get the most people in here hanging out at the 8 o'clock hour. One of the reasons why I think it's really beneficial to do something like this is if you're making changes to your streaming schedule, for instance, and you're thinking of maybe streaming earlier or streaming later. If you're starting to notice, geez, the most people I have in here is between 8 and 9 o'clock, you probably don't want to mess with those hours, right? You probably want to leave those hours where they are. So just one of the things that I feel like is beneficial to doing something like this every week is stuff like that. Shut the fuck up, Latte. I can't keep up with chat. Latte, do you have Halo 5? Guess what? I figured out Last Day on Earth survival Hyperion. Nice. Pizza, give me bleach, please. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mailing you bleach now. So, over the past 7 days, we've had 11 viewers in chat, which is awesome. We had 7 on Friday, 21 on Monday, 11, 8, 9, and 6. And of course, the huge day on Monday, we actually had over 63 followers that stream, which was really, really, really exciting. And over the past 30 days, we are averaging 8 viewers a stream, which is pretty good. Again, it just kind of goes to show you the growth of the channel, the community we've had. It's building every single day. Not too long ago, I was doing videos like this for the YouTube channel, and we were sitting at 2 viewers a stream, or 3 viewers a stream, or 4 viewers a stream. Now we're at 8 over the past 30 days. So really, 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 really exciting stuff. So I would say in conclusion here, if you're looking to start your own channel, and you're looking for things that maybe you should focus on, ways of figuring out what the best things are for your stream, this is probably a good way to go, because there's a lot of good information on here that you can do with how, like for instance, Saturday, I only averaged 1 viewer a stream, and then I only averaged 3 viewers a stream. And then I don't know what my Saturday after that was, but I know Saturday has been our weakest day viewership wise, and I was needing to drop a day because it was just not realistic for the schedule that I was on, and I had the information in front of me, and it said, hey, Saturday's a slow day, think about dropping Saturday. I ended up doing that, switching it to Friday, and I think it's worked out so far for us. So that said, guys, if you guys got any questions regarding what you saw tonight with regards to my Twitch stats, please let me know. I will do my best to answer them. And yeah, so that's what we do every week on the YouTube channel. It's called My Twitch Journey. I usually record that off stream and then just post it on YouTube, but I haven't had enough time to do that this week, so I just thought I'd do it live with you guys and see how it went. My most active time is about 30 minutes before I end. So if it's possible,